Moving on to better news. Because we gotta do that, Tristan.
Yes, we do.
We do. Moving on to Kickstarter news now. I believe it might have been last episode, or at least episode before that, we talked about the Fist of the North Star, the bilingual ebook campaign. The Kickstarter campaign, right? Where, if anyone doesn't remember, it was actually a Kickstarter campaign to make a bilingual ebook for Fist of the North Star, or Hokuto no Ken. So what that meant was you could actually buy this book, and essentially, I believe it was loading other future books onto it as well, or buying them all in one, and you can actually jump between it being Japanese or English. So essentially, it was kind of like saying, I'm going to buy a Kindle just with Fist of the North Star loaded onto it, but I could jump between the Japanese version and the English version. Now, the reason why that was cool is because the English, there's not been an official full English manga translation of Fist of the North Star as far as I know. And I'm pretty sure there's not been a full English version. And if there has, if someone's going to try to correct me on that, it's definitely not in print. I'll tell you that much. It's super out of print. And I'm pretty sure there isn't. I'm pretty sure there's only a few volumes that were released. They ended up going out of print no matter what company tried printing them. Pretty sure even Viz tried at one point, although I might be wrong there. But the point is, that one I'll admit I might be wrong too. But the point is that there was a Kickstarter trying to raise money for this. And this Kickstarter, it technically succeeded. But it raised a measly 22.9 million yen. Chump change, Tristan. Chump change.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know what that is in U.S., that's over 200,000. So chump change, sure, man. All right.
Over 200,000.
I don't think I'll ever see 200,000 in my life, but okay.
Oh, you'll see it one day over time. Just not in one shot. No.
Someday I'll be estimated at a worth of 200,000.
Now I want us to remember though. Please remember, everyone. It was originally, the campaign's original goal was a measly 3 million yen. So they raised they were going for 3 million. They raised nearly 23 million.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's amazing.
Yep.
Ah, that is just beautiful. That is brilliant.
And before Matt takes credit, it's all because we talked about it on here.
That's just what it is. That is what it is. But the thing that confuses me, Tristan, and I think we talked about this, we definitely talked about this last time, but I feel like our questions haven't been answered, probably because we haven't emailed the company. But my question is, we didn't donate to the Kickstarter. Does that mean we're never going to get one of these unless we pay like exorbitant amounts on eBay? Or is this open to the public? They just needed this to fund the initial batch.
Right. I would hope the latter.
Yeah, because
wait. The campaign expects to begin mass production in January.
Mass production of the items that they need to send to backers, or mass like to everyone, like anyone can buy them in February.
I mean,
because here's the thing,
I would say mass production. Well, granted, they did have. I mean, it depends on how much each backer gave too, I guess. But I would assume it would take a lot to reach, what they got. But.
Yeah, because it says the campaign expects to begin mass production in January and start shipping the product in February. But I don't think we can right now, because if we can, then I would still donate to the campaign to get one.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's one of those campaigns where it's closed and they're trying to ship everything out to the backers that donated. And also the reason why I worry is because even though it's a Japanese product, it still doesn't mean that a Japanese company doesn't have to license it from the original license holders.
Right.
So what that means is, even though it's Japanese, not exclusive because there's an English translation, but even though it's being released in Japanese, and there's clearly the Kickstarter is in Japanese, so it's kind of set for a Japanese market in a sense.
Right.
At the same time, obviously English-speaking fans donated. I would imagine fans all over the world donated. That's why I assume they got this much. Because even though it's very popular in Japan, the manga, and it's a cool device, I assume people who already read the manga either own it or read it at their local library.
Yeah.
Like they don't need to buy this. So I assume a lot of overseas fans did donate to it. But I still worry that they only, licensed it for this Kickstarter itself, just to kind of showcase the product. And so maybe in the future we can buy the product, but we can't buy the Fist of the North Star loaded onto it. So I don't know how that'll work in the future. I just hope that there's a chance for us to get it in the future. Either this manga, or if this company, because of their extremely large success, starts doing this with other manga that never got released here in the U.S. Because that would be super interesting. Even if it was other Fist of the North Star manga, you'd have very passionate Fist of the North Star fans, passionate Hokuto no Ken fans jumping at the fact that they can do this again. And get it again. Or potentially, if there's internet of access on this thing, and they can just download the other files onto it and pay like, $5 or whatever, something like that. So it's interesting what this thing, the capabilities of this thing. And I mean, we talked about its potential capabilities and what it could do in the future last time. I think I just want to reiterate it for some people who might not have heard that show, or, it's been a while since they've heard it. So yeah, I don't want to retread too much, or backtrack. But obviously, I'm sure you would love to have this, even though you don't know too much about Fist of the North Star, other than some memes and like a few clips from some episodes.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I've had friends who have watched through the series, and I've wanted to as well.
Well, to be fair, if you want to watch it, Discotech does have it on DVD.
Right.
Sub only, but they do have it on DVD. So that is a good thing. Just pointing it out to anyone who doesn't know. I'm pretty sure we'll post it in the comments below, or in the description box below. So it does exist through Discotech. So that's good. Physically. But, and I think it might be on Crunchyroll, the bad English dub, that I hear it's bad from people. And the sub, I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll as well. But still, for the manga though, there was really no legal alternatives for U.S. audiences. But you were saying you wanted to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't, because you're a filthy casual.
Well, thanks for, just throwing that out there live onto the internet.
I mean, I haven't seen it either. I've read more of it than you have, but I haven't seen it either. So
you're already a step above me because you read the original. So
I mean, I'm a less filthy casual.
Mr. High Horse here.
Yeah, right. Just
Mr. High Star.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. God, but either way, I can't wait to see what can come of this in the future. I think like the possibilities are endless, and clearly they made enough that I think it would be kind of silly for them to go, oh well, I guess we can never make a product like this again.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And that's what I kind of mean. Like I personally don't think it'll just go towards the backers. Like they would get the product. I feel like they've seen the potential of this, and I think they'll probably have a market release at some point for this for anyone.
But now the question is, do you think we can afford it?
Oh, that's an entirely different question.
Find out on the next episode of Those Guys on the Radio.